Hey guys, Dave here at Fishing 3XT, and in this video I'm going to be doing a little night fishing in the middle of the day. How am I going to be doing this, you ask? It's Monday, August 21st. There's an eclipse, you haven't heard? So I'm going to be setting up using my favorite evening night fishing tactics, setting about an hour prior to the sunset, the eclipse when it happens, and fish during the darkness and into the light again. So I'm going to be applying my 1, 2, 3 rod setup, setting one upstream, middle stream, downstream, expecting a pickup on that downstream and middle rod. I've applied these tactics, caught my personal best, caught monster flatheads and monster blues out here in a few big channels. The bait, got some gizzards, and another favorite, yellowtail or threadfin shad. You can call them bass candy, catfish candy, whatever you want. These baits are fresh and they're gonna catch some big fish out here on the water. So I can't stress it enough, fresh bait is the best bait. So let's get baited up, let's get some lines out in the water, let's catch some big fish. So this is gonna be my first downstream bait right here. Just hooking the whole thing on. It's about a 4.5 inch shad. I'm gonna throw it out as far as I can, get out there in the honey hole, wait for a hookup. Hey guys, so if you follow me a little on Instagram, you'd see this rig right here. This is one of the new hooks that I'm using, and this is some of the new line I picked up to try out. It's a really dark smoke green, and the way I'm doing it, just snell it right on with the snell knot I showed you guys how to tie in my double hook rig with the snell knot, best snell knot and why. So you guys can check that out. I just go right through the head with this one, right up under. Do a little dropper loop on my simple common bottom rig. So I'm gonna get this one out in the water, see if I can get hooked up. So I got all 3 rods set up. It's just kind of a waiting game now. I'm gonna pull out, I brought a bass rod and I'm gonna do a little skipjack fishing. There's a lot of fish activity out here, a lot of little minnows, a lot of little bluegill, gar, stuff like that. You can just see it swimming around, a lot of jumping, splashing. So if I can get a fresh skipjack, I'll probably change up my bait a little. But right now, I'm gonna be fishing these fresh threadfin out here, see if I can get a good hookup. So I'm gonna do some fishing and do some more fishing while I'm fishing. That's just how I roll, I love fishing. So let the sun come down, or the eclipse happen, catch fish. So I'm set up right here, and looks like a little turtle or carp or something came up right there. And what I'm doing for the skipjack, I'm just throwing a big spoon. It's about 1.5 inch to 2 inch, somewhat heavy and a pretty heavy hook. Doesn't stop these fish from hitting it, and I'm making these long bomb casts. Kind of similar to what I was doing with the float, target them all year long, and same idea right here, except because of the lure I'm using, how far I cast, I just don't use a float. It's gonna come right up into the target zone where I want it anyway because of the depth out here I'm fishing. So I'm gonna make a few big ones. So, you know, it's gonna cast out about half of my spool here. Now I'm running 15-pound test on this. These fish are not line shy. If they see it, they want it, they're just gonna bite it. They're not even focusing on that line. They just see that lure wobbling back and forth, and they're just gonna nail it. So there's a little stump out there. I see, I want to avoid that. So the eclipse already started. We're about 25 to 30% roughly. My dad came down, hooked me up, got me some of these little cool patriotic solar shades, and take a look at them, and got a really cool little look up there. It's kind of like the moon, but it's the sun the way it's glaring through. And it's already a little bit cooler out here. You can already tell it's not as bright as it was. I haven't got any hits on the catfish, but I got a few bumps on the skipjack. So we'll give it a little bit longer. Let's see what I can get. So fishing update, lost one bait. They took the whole thing off, had a thump, and I'm way out there. Shorten up my bait, cut this one up into some pieces. The eclipse, we're about halfway through, and it's considerably cooler out here. and a little bit darker than it was. I'm not sweating as bad, which is awesome. So I'm gonna chuck this back out there, see if I can hook into a big one. So I had another hit, just changed it up, put some fresh baits on, got chunked up, cut them in half. Really want to get those juices flowing. Nice little update on the Eclipse again. We're about halfway. So, oh man, we're about 30 minutes away from a total eclipse. It's really, really cooling down, considerably darker, and I'm feeling pretty good out here right now. So let's stay tuned. Let's see if we can catch some fish, keep some bait in the water. Oh yeah.
Get some pictures.
Check that out.
I can't see it, I'm holding this.
I know. Get a couple of photos. No, I'm getting video right here. Oh, so we're down to crunch time. We're in about the last 10 to 15 minutes of total eclipse. I just showed you guys a little sliver of it. Managed to get a cool little video of it right there. I'm gonna change my baits out one more time, get those juices flowing one more time here, and give it one last shot. Let's see if I can hook into a fish right when I get the total eclipse going. So let me bait up, let's get back to it.
We're almost total, David. We're like 3 minutes away.
No, you're covering it. No, you're covering it. No, you kept getting covered.
I know I gotta go this way.
Oh man. Good right there. Check that out. That's just a slice. Oh, it's almost gone. So it's probably about as dark as it's gonna get. Still got the bait soaking. I may still pick up a hit here, or hopefully here another 10-15 minutes. We'll see how it goes. Had that one good hit right at the start. Still waiting for that big thump. But the glasses, it is just like a tiny little like fingernail looking slice right now. So it's pretty cool. Considerably darker out here if you've been watching this video as the light progresses down. It's been getting darker and darker. So keep these baits soaking. Let it get just a slightly bit darker. Maybe that's gonna be just enough to get that fish to bite and strike. So let's see what happens out here on the water. So I'm fishing the last half of the eclipse. Had a big hit right here on the tail end. Went to check it, started reeling it in, see if my bait was there. Got hung up in some rocks, lost my rig. Tossed back out, no big deal. Got another bait in the water, waiting for a big thump. So I'm about half the sun is exposed. Give it a little bit longer, let's see what happens. If I don't get anything here, I'm gonna pack up, come back out at nighttime, and do some real night fishing, see what I can hook into. All right guys, this is it. I got a fish. Oh, he's on. I got him. Yes! I knew this was how it's done. Oh, yeah. He's not a big one, but I got, oh, come on, fish. What is this? It's a bass. Look at, oh my goodness. Oh, am I? Yeah, look at that. Bass candy, what do I tell you? Wow. Daggum, man. I cannot believe this. Got a fish in the eclipse. I still got about 20%, 30% going. Man, Now, if this doesn't just pump you up. So I was using those thread fins, got that little circle hook rig I was showing you. Oh my, oh, wow. This is something else right here, man. Oh, so good. Looking for that big fat cat, but I got a nice little bass out here. Ton of fun, super surprised me, picked it up, ran, came back, ran in towards me, hooked in, right in the corner of the mouth, circle hook. So let's go get this in the water. Let's go get a good release. All right, get him in the water, let him go, and swim off, fish. He's going, there he goes. Nice little bass. Oh man. Oh, still hanging out right there in the rocks. Go on, fish. There he is, taking off in the, oh, yep, popped some bubbles. So that was awesome. So let's see if I can get another big one. May come back later tonight, catch a big old fat catfish. Let's see. The eclipse is almost over. They keep taking my line, dropping it limp, taking it, dropping it limp. May get one more. May get one more. Let it sit. I believe my bait's still there. They didn't pull crazy hard. Like I said, the eclipse almost over anyway, so I'm just gonna let it soak and we'll just wait it out. Well guys, something keeps messing with my line back here. The same one that I caught the bass on. And the eclipse, well, it's probably barely like not even 5% maybe left. I'm gonna call it a day. I'm gonna come back out here the evening, I believe. I have a really good feeling about the spot. The activity picked up pretty nice. And I'm gonna reel these two in. A lot of times when I'm reeling these in, that's when I get a hit. So I'm gonna get packed up, get everything going, gotta go hit the road. Come on, fishies. So let's see what's going on here. I lost a rig on this one. All right, that's coming in smooth. The line over there keeps going limp and tight, limp and tight, limp and tight. And if it was anything with some size, it would have taken one of these whole fish by now. So that's the rig I did. Again, simple common bottom rig that tie. So get that one, put it in, this one in, this one's way out there. Always get hung up on a little rock or something here. Come on. Tight. So, quick trick to getting unstuck here. This is braid, it'll cut you. It's way too stuck. I would have just cut right in my skin. So I just wrap it around my reel, give it a few times, wraps a few times, and then just start walking back. This is 65-pound braid, it's tough stuff. So, there, pulled that lead weight right out of that rock. I got, I think, 80-pound or 100-pound leader on this. I think it's 80. And still got my bait and everything. Yeah, man, this. Oh, man. So, got that undone. Got my rig back. Nice, nice. Throw that out. No bite there. Well, I think this is it for my day eclipse fishing, guys. Thanks for watching. And not a lot of tips and tricks out here, man. It's just a fun video, fun day. Hit with my little sweet spot here. So in the meantime, just get out there on the water, have fun fishing. Took my bait. That's why I didn't get a fish. As always, next time.